I had not realized when I was in the heart of my 20 years of corporate experience that for a long time I was miserably successful and I did not know it. I have been wanting to write a book for a long time. As a female engineer, as an Asian in North America, I've always been different. And for years and years, I just sent myself emails with examples of things like that. And so I just wanted to put it all in one place so that I could reach much wider of an audience. My name is Debjani Biswas and I live in Dallas, Texas. I run my own business. It's called Co-Achieve. I'm an author. I write books on inclusive leadership. I'm also an engineer by background. I use pattern recognition and data harvesting to try and reduce bias and stereotyping of race and gender, style. That's really my platform. I want to make the world more inclusive. When my first book was published, it was not a pleasant experience for me. There were severe difficulties in communication. The editing process was slipshod. I was looking for someone that was accessible, was reasonably high touch, because writing a book, it's almost like giving birth to a baby. And I want to make sure that my baby is delivered with both courtesy and professionalism. So that was what I was looking for. One of my coaching and facilitation colleagues had actually attended Michelle's book-bound workshop and knew that I was looking for a new experience in terms of publishing and getting the second book written, etc. So I attended Michelle's book-bound workshop and she gave us an overview of the publishing process. And one of the things I really liked was that Michelle and her organization gave clear expectations about how the editing process is, about how the next stage of the process, how the internal book design is, external book design. So setting clear expectations, I really wanted to get exactly what I was paying for. She has an exercise, which is the mind mapping, where we sort of outline the book. And that was extremely helpful for me to get clarity in the design and scope of the book. What is extremely helpful is the way that Michelle and her team helps you put the book onto Amazon and links to Barnes & Noble and the distributors. They are so professional in doing those things, in which category a book falls in and all those other blocking and tackling pieces, which I did not know. So that was extremely helpful. And in fact, I'm so excited because she helped me to where Miserably Successful No More, Power Over Stress became an international bestseller in its category in Amazon. And that was definitely with a lot of guidance and help from Michelle. I remember very clearly, it was May 3rd, 2017. And one of my friends had thrown this wonderful launch party. We were actually doing the countdown because we were in the top 10 and then we were in the top 7 and 3 and 2. And so it was just an amazing feeling. We were taking screenshots of when it said #1 in its category in Amazon under the stress management area. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I could have the words international bestseller after my name. So I'm so thankful to Michelle for all her help in this surreal journey. When I wrote my mini book, which is the third book, it's called #US2 Bridging the Global Gender Gap. That book opens doors much more than a business card does. Sometimes I have to pinch myself because it feels like I'm just living the dream career. The amount of work, credibility, branding that I've got from my small book, led to TedX talks, highly paid keynotes. I do a lot of keynotes with very large organizations. Chevron, Union Pacific, Ericsson, Texas Instruments, over 50 keynotes. And I believe that having these professional looking books, well-received books, has absolutely opened the door to my achieve what Michelle calls expert status, to where people want to hire me for keynotes. I was lucky enough to speak at 2 TEDx talks within a few weeks of each other, and I'm just shocked. One of them has crossed 1 million views, one of them has crossed 600,000 plus views. The books have actually got me into this virtuous cycle where it just feels like one thing is leading to another thing, and the books have catapulted me through the TEDx talks into reaching people that I could never have reached. So thank you, Michelle. If you're thinking of writing a book, please just follow up with Michelle and team and see how easy it is to write a book. And I can tell you that the first time you hold that book in your hand and you see the printed page and your ideas and thoughts have got into a published written book, then your ideas will live forever. And it is much, much easier in the world of partner publishing and with the help of people like Michelle. It is really a long-term investment to get someone who's very good at this work, which is publishing and getting your book out there and distribution and editing and cover design. That clears your time and effort, and that investment is well worth it, in my opinion, because if you look at the royalty you get per book, you will easily recover. If your book does well, you will easily recover that investment. So if you have a doubt, have a conversation with Michelle. I think you will find, just as I have, and I continue to work with her and her team, it is well worth it.